Hi guys, Dave Vincent here, moving to the Philippines. I want one more video today about divorce in the Philippines. Divorce is not legal in the Philippines. As you know, the Philippines was once a Spanish colony, and being a Spanish colony, it was heavily influenced by the Catholic Church. Still is a heavily Catholic nation, and because God hates divorce, divorce is not yet legal here. It may be someday. So the good news and bad news in the Philippines. The good news is abortion is illegal here. I think that's a wonderful thing because I think abortion is murder, and that's because of the influence of the Catholics. The bad news is, so it's a good or bad. So it's good. God does hate divorce, and people when they make a vow to be married for life, that they should keep it. But what is first of all, what is the outcome of this, and why are we even talking about this? If you're going to marry a Filipino, or if you're going to move to the Philippines, and the person that you're in love with or you want to be here with is already married, you have to understand a couple of things. Annulment is very difficult in the Philippines, and it costs a lot of money. I've had very close people who bribe judges to get the divorce, right? With the annulment, they don't call it divorce; they call it annulment. And you have to follow through, and you have to get attorneys, and you have to go through a whole process to get the annulment done, right? So you have to be aware of that. Now, having said that, if you marry a Filipino, you can still divorce in the U.S. and they will recognize it in the Philippines. That happened to a friend of ours. A family member, um, came to the U.S., married a guy. He turned out to be a bad hombre. Bad things happen. I'm not going to tell you the details. That's not what we're here about. We're not here about the gaudy details. But at the end of the day, at that point, I think I don't know if she was already a citizen or she had her green card yet. She had her green card, I think. She was able to divorce him in the U.S., and then it was recognized. It was recognized in the Philippines, even though they got married in the Philippines. So yeah, divorce is not legal here. But if you do marry him, and it turns out to be like either you're an evil man or an evil person who married a Filipino. What I mean is, you have a bad heart, and you wind up crushing her and she leaves you, or she could be playing you for the money. That happens. I can tell you stories that happens. So either way, and then you find somebody else and you want to marry them. There's ways to do it, guys, and the best way, I don't know the best way to do it. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not giving you legal advice. I'm just saying I know people that have gone back to the U.S. and got divorced, and then they were able to remarry. So everything you do, you have to run it through attorneys, and you have to check other sources for legal advice. But there is no divorce in the Philippines, so it's kind of funny too. I'll close with this little story. This is just a short video, just some thoughts that you might not know this. You probably do. Um, so annulment can be hard. It takes time. But my wife and I, we had our marriage registered in the Philippines as we were married in the U.S. So we went to the embassy, the Philippine embassy, and one of the things we did in our quest of just our life over there was we decided to register the marriage in the Philippines, and there's a lot of reasons for that. First of all, it's been very good from all my visa stuff now. So we went to the embassy and we were able to register our marriage in the Philippines. And it was kind of funny. The guy was teasing me. He goes, "There's no divorce in the Philippines." In other words, he was teasing me. He said, "You married this woman. You better stay with her, right?" And I said, "That's okay, sir. I don't plan on leaving this one till I die." you know. And so far, that's been 16 years. So very happy. This is not something I'm seeking. I'm just telling you, mostly because I know a few people that are with annulled women, or I know one person that actually bribed the judge, and I know another one who's working. I know a couple others that are working on getting annulment done, so that they can actually be legally wed, which is it's not just a moral issue. So I'm not going to talk about the morality of it. I think that both bad and good things happen because there's no divorce. The women just go, and the men just go, and they live with other people anyway. So they're still living in sin according to the church. So I'm not sure it really helps people in the end. But I'm just trying to tell you what happens here. So at the end of the day, I hate divorce too, and I would wish that people would just be married for life. But unfortunately, stuff happens. So God bless you guys. Talk for now.